watch it regardless.
HRV's been up again today, so it's a light cardio day, just burning some calories, no caffeine, nothing too crazy, not doing high intensity, just gonna keep it light, keep it easy, burn some extra calories, and that's gonna be about it. I don't want to push it too hard because at the end of the day, I realize that I need to make sure I'm recovering, I'm getting stronger, I'm making the gains I want, and the only way to do that is to listen to my body and see how it responds and not be trying to crank it every single day. As much as I want to push it hard, can't do it. It was actually funny, I was talking to my client Joe this morning and he's like, so what exactly are your goals? And so I thought I'd share it with you guys too. Now I'm not going to do it now because I'm writing, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit later on about what my goals are when it comes to bulking. Like, what does that actually mean? Because a lot of people don't understand the term of bulking. They just think it's you've got to put on weight or something like that. So I'm going to explain it a lot to you guys later on today, after my cardio session, after I get a bit of a sweat on. So I'll speak to you soon. What is up, guys? Just a quick update. I did my cardio earlier on today. I am now having oats, pear, nuts, and a little bit of protein powder poured over the top, right? Because this actually looks like it's going to be really good. It's another nutritional thing that I got from my, I'm just trying to get this stuff out. Another nutritional recipe that I got from my Precision Nutrition cookbook. So I'm always looking to try something new, and since I had a little bit of spare time today, I thought, you know what? Perfect opportunity. So that'll be cool. I'm also adding some chocolate Nutrigrain because I haven't had a lot of carbs today. Need to get myself fueled up for the rest of the day and pretty much just gonna hit it hard. So I'm mixing this in at the moment. This is gonna be alongside a protein shake. I've actually made it really, really thick because I'm gonna pour it over the top, so it makes it like a nice syrupy type of thing. A lot of these things are Americanized, like a lot of these recipes, obviously, and so it's like, you know, using the one I made last time about the pumpkin, like it's all about the sweet stuff, and we don't own canned pumpkin and things like that. So it's just interesting to see how Americans and Australians differentiate between that stuff. And as I'm cleaning up here, I've got my signature red jumper on, and I thought this would be actually a perfect time to talk about my bulking goals. Now, I was talking to Joseph this morning about it, and my client Joe, and he was asking me about my goals. He's like, so what exactly are your goals? And I told him I want to bulk up. And he goes, so what exactly does bulking up mean? Does that mean like you're just gonna put on lots of lean muscle, or what does that mean? So bulking up actually means that you're putting on weight with an intention to gain lean muscle, right? You want to bulk, okay? But what you've got to be careful of is bulking is different things for different people. So when you look at competitive bodybuilders, the way they bulk is completely different to what someone with a healthy perspective, like myself, would want to bulk. Like, I wouldn't want to do it the way they're going to do it. I'm not going to put on lots of weight. And when you look at these competitors, like when you look at these bodybuilders outside of the gym, they're really overweight when they're not competing because they want to eat whatever they want. So they're bulking, right? Now for me, I want to slowly gain lean muscle so I can look well at the end of the day. Like, I want to look good, but I've got to do it very, very slowly. And I was actually explaining to Joe the reason I started the blog in the first place, because of my low testosterone, but also because I wanted to show you that me doing my bulking, like, it's actually really hard because it's such a mindset shift where, you know, a personal trainer, you don't think of a personal trainer being overweight. You don't think of a personal trainer, you know, you think of a personal trainer looking like someone who looks fit, who can fit the part. And a big thing is the Instagram stuff at the moment, right? If you don't look insta-fit, is what they say. If you don't look insta-fit, well then you're not going to, you know, you're not going to attract some people. And so it's a very, very tough thing at the moment, like trying to put on weight and like not be self-conscious about it, and know that I'm like, you know, like I'm working towards a certain goal, but I am going to lose my abs in the process. Like, I can't keep my abs, and that's just the truth. And so all these things, like, it just goes through my head all the time, and it's like, it's a stressful thing because I want to put on weight, I want to put on muscle. I know I logically know I'm gonna lose my abs, but like what's the word called? Emotionally, I get really, really tied up in it because I'm like, people are gonna judge me, and there's all this shit going on through my head all the time. So I'm also fighting with this. But that's why I want to be honest with you guys too, so you can see how the life of the trainer goes, because this is what the vlog is about, for you guys to be able to see what I'm eating, how I train, what I do during the day. Like, at first it was all about, no, I'm just going to show my bulking life, but then you guys can actually see everything I do during the day, all this stuff, what goes through my head, and now you know, like, how it affects me, like, mentally. Like, if I'm in the gym, I look in the mirror, I'm like, shit, do I look like I'm pudgy today because I just ate? And, like, all those things go through my head all the time, and, yeah, sure, might not be the healthiest thing, obviously, but it's just like, this is what I go through on a mental day basis. And so I just want to share with you guys really quickly, that's my goal. I still want to get to 72 kilos and 10% body fat, which means I'll probably go over the 75 kilo mark, and then I'll have to cut back down. But this is going to be a long-term effort, and also I've got my DEXA scan, so I'm going to update you guys on Friday to actually let you know where I'm sitting at the moment in regards to body fat, muscle mass, how heavy I am, and all those type of things. So that's just a quick little update. I'll keep you guys updated soon. So, I actually just realised both the jumpers that I wear are red too. This is actually not my number one. This is a Queensland one my mum bought me a couple of years ago when I first moved here. And it still fits fine, and it's still comfy as for night time. And this just goes back to the whole uniform thing, so I'll wear my other red jumper, which is over there, when I'm training, when I'm working, when I'm doing things like that. But when it's trying to relax, when it's trying to recover, when it's trying to chill out, I'll wear this jumper, so it kind of just puts me in a different frame of mind. This is the shower hair. One thing I actually want to think about too is how much of a bitch sleep is. Trying to actually manage your sleep, and like, I've been trying to do it, and a lot of people say they struggle with it, and I completely understand. Like, it is such a bitch to try and get done, and you should keep working on it until you find out something that works. Some things are going to work, some things aren't going to work. You just got to keep trial and testing, just like I am at the moment. That's probably about it for the day, guys. On the way home, I went and got some groceries, and I was riding, and I knew I shouldn't, because whenever I ride my push bike and I get groceries, they always manage to kind of hit my tyre. And so what happens, the grocery bag hits the tyre, splits, and I lost some of my groceries. And I'm like, fuck. And I just kept riding because I was in the middle, like on the main road. And at first I was like, damn it. But then all of a sudden I call myself, and I'm like, you know what? It's food, I'll buy some more. And usually I get like really stressed and angry about that stuff, and just being able to catch myself and be like, you know what, I don't care today, like, whatever, things happen. I can't get upset about what actually happened, plus I knew it probably would have happened, so technically it's my fault, and if I got angry, I was just getting angry at myself. So it was a cool little, just like a cool little insight that I caught myself with tonight. But that's about it, guys. It's about 7:30 at the moment. I'm going to start reading and go to bed and write my journal. And it's funny because people are like, why do you go to bed so early? Because I like getting up early, because I like getting out, cranking stuff out of the day. But it's so funny because I feel so old while it's like 7:30. I'm like, I'm ready for bed. I'm done. But that's what you got to do. I'm going to be meeting up with my friend Mitch tomorrow for a training session and then a feed. So I'm going to go, like I tell you guys to do, I'm going to fast until we actually get something and then go from there. So speak to you guys tomorrow.